All right, today we're going to make a keto chocolate heart-shaped cake. This is for Valentine's Day, but of course you can make this anytime you want. I found this really cute heart-shaped springform pan at Goodwill or Salvation Army, and it didn't have a bottom, but I thought, well, I could still use it. So if you had a metal cookie cutter that was about this size, this is about 4 inches across and wide and 2 inches deep. If you had a cookie cutter that was similar in the shape that was open and that was metal, you could do the same thing. So to start, I'm just using a generic Silpat mat that fits nicely into this small cookie sheet, and I'm preheating my oven to 325 degrees right now. So the first thing I'm going to do here is use my coconut oil cooking spray that I cleaned the nozzle the best I could, very messily. So then I'm just going to set this aside. All right, so this is just for a single mini cake, so I'm just going to use a small cereal bowl. And I'm going to start by activating the cocoa powder. So to do that, I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of water that's just off a boil. And then I'm going to put my cocoa powder in. It's 4 teaspoons of cocoa powder. And I'm going to go ahead and put my sugar substitute into this mixture as well. Today I am using Boca Sweet, which is my favorite sugar substitute for making cakes. Other things you could use is a monk fruit erythritol blend, erythritol, or the Boca Sweet. I don't recommend allulose because it tends to burn a little bit. So then we're just going to whisk this mixture together. The hot water will both activate the cocoa powder and also help that sugar substitute to dissolve in our batter. So if you were to taste this right now, it would be slightly sweet and delicious. All right, that looks pretty good. So now in just a separate bowl that I have here, I'm going to combine my 4 teaspoons of coconut flour with a teaspoon of acacia fiber. Now I use the acacia fiber here as a binder. You could also use a pinch of xanthan gum in its place. And then I have a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just going to give that a mix together. Make sure that any lumps in there are smushed out. So a few lumps. Tablespoon of oil. You can use olive oil, avocado oil. Today you can see my oil is clear. I'm using MCT oil, and coconut flour is naturally high in MCTs, and I'm just going to boost the energy ability of this cake with some MCT oil. And then I'm going to put in my vanilla and a generous pinch of salt. And then I'm going to put in 1 large egg. So a large or a medium egg works just as well in this recipe. So I'm just going to whisk this together until it's completely combined. And if you were looking very closely, you could see that the egg changed the texture of the mixture. It's kind of cool. So now I'm going to add in our coconut flour mixture. And I'm going to gently whisk this together for a minute. And the stirring motion and the whisking just kind of allows the coconut oil to soak up all the moisture. You're going to notice the batter getting thicker and thicker. Now we're going to let this batter sit for 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes later, and you can see just how much thicker this batter is. That's because the coconut flour has absorbed up lots of moisture. And then we're going to bake this in a preheated 325 degree Fahrenheit oven. All right, we've taken the chocolate cake out of the mold, which came out beautifully. And now we're just going to use some powdered Boca Sweet or any powdered sugar substitute you have to garnish this delicious cake. Of course, there's all different kinds of ways you can do that. But you're gonna take right around a teaspoon powdered Boca Sweet out, and you're gonna need something that'll kind of sift through it. You can see right as and you're just gonna hit the side of your hand and let that powdered sugar just drift on down. And there you have it, an easy chocolate heart cake, perfect for Valentine's Day.